Let me go here first. Hi friends! How are we doing tonight? I'm so excited to be back. So excited to be back. I see you, Somber, with the first. I see you, Silver, Ruth, AZ. How are we doing tonight? We're playing, it's a beautiful night to play the Pokemon TCG, is it not? If you guys look down here, right? Everybody has a Pokemon. I think you should be able to, with all of these Pokemon that are down here, which, unfortunately, TikTok, you can't see them. But with all the Pokemon down here, you should be able to choose your Pokemon. So, feel free to choose whichever one you want that represents you. Obviously, I've picked the best one for myself. But, pick your Pokemon. You're going to see it at the bottom of the screen, like, dancing and stuff the whole time. How are we doing tonight, though, everybody? I'm so excited to be back. It's been, I finally feel like I'm ready to be back in the zone. I've been tired. You know, it's been tired, but we are finally back to the land of the living. All right, where is it? Okay. There we go. If you guys notice, right? I've even added all of them to the bottom here. If you guys notice, there is a world's Dunsparce right here. All right. I'm going to be doing a World's Coast stream. So if you would like to earn the Dunsparce badge, right? You just this weekend you just have to watch my stream on the Purple app for a little bit, and you will have this like beautiful thing. I made it myself yesterday, so I'm obsessed with it. How are we doing tonight? You're not. You just woke up. Listen. It's been a crazy few weeks, right? It's getting back into the rhythm of having students and being there, which unfortunately they have now made it their personal mission to find me. So, hashtag good luck to my students. If you happen to see me, say hi. Let me know you found me. That means we might have some common interests. But yes, we are on 3 apps tonight, just here having a good time. Ruth, I'm so glad you're in here. I hope your first few days of school have been fantastic. Tonight, we are playing Erika'S Crustle. I've been playing Crustle with the Erika'S line, but I'm trying some new things out, seeing how I feel about it. So that's what we're going through tonight. We're going to be working on Erika'S Crustle, which is so fun. You already know, Girly Pop. You already know. Hello, Dana's girl. What's up? How are you doing tonight? All right. I feel like there's some things that I could do differently here, but you know what? We're going to try this deck as it is and just kind of go on the ladder and see how it goes. You can't hear me. Huh? Huh? One second. Microphone. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? It was a vibe, though, wasn't it? It was a vibe. I've been yapping this whole time. Can you guys hear me on the purple? You guys can hear me on the Purple app, right? Okay. So every so often, TikTok decides that my PS5 controller is my microphone. Isn't that, like, delightful? Isn't that delightful? So, yeah, sorry about that. We're back, though. Most of the time, if this light is blue, that means my microphone is on. When the light is turned off, that means you can't hear me. Now you can hear me because my microphone's turned back on. Your mom just said, oh, what's Hallie streaming tonight? She gets it. She gets it. Let's just get into a game. Let's get into a game. So I can show off how this deck works. I've made some changes, but I'm trying to think of what I might want to play for the Louisville regionals, and I don't think that we're getting any kind of crazy grass support moving into the 30th anniversary set. So I think, like, if I'm going to stick with grass types, there's not going to be too much editing that I'm going to want to do. Yeah. But tonight's going to be just a little bit more of a vibe. I'll play some games against you guys if you want. But I'm just here to vibe, have a chill stream, and have some fun. Hope you guys are too. This weekend will be very, very exciting. So I'm like revving up all of that excitement, right? Because we're going to have such a good time watching Worlds together. You're making something unbeatable? Let me guess, is it a Caparaja with a neutralization zone? If I had a nickel for every time I've heard that one this week. I'm kidding. I've only heard that once. But it'd be crazy if that was 2 nickels. You had to tag me in a video about... I saw that. I was like, do I say something? Do I acknowledge the fact that this VGC player doesn't have taste? Do I acknowledge that he doesn't have taste? Yeah. No, I had an ex-boyfriend in college who thought it would be really funny to show me videos like that all the time. And I'm like, bro, what are we doing? Can we just be nice to me for a change? That would be awesome. Let's throw Brave Bangle to the bottom of our deck. We're not going to need that one as much. This is a little bit scary. A little bit scary. We don't have any draw support right out the gate. We'll go ahead, Jolting Charge. Boom, boom. And we will just plug those onto the Bellsprout, I guess. No, I'm very used to the Dunsparce slander, unfortunately. People are kind of mean about it on the internet. Like, what did it ever do to you? Oh, I appreciate the flower. That's cute. That's a cute little emote, Silver. Where'd that one come from? Oh, that's so cute. It's good to see you in here. I needed something a little bit more chill. Last night, I was streaming Water Park Simulator. And that gets, like, really intense, right? Because you're doing 1,000 things all at the same time. Guys, this is not a very good start for me. HDMI Shy Guy, what's up? How are you doing tonight? How are you doing? I'm slowly but surely, like, getting myself back into the zone. That's where I'm at right now. Getting myself back into the zone. Man, is this Alakazam about to knock my poor little Joltik out? I think it is. I think it is. Powerful hand, yeah, guys. At least, well, I'm gonna have to get a whole bevy of Pokemon here. Okay, that game didn't happen. That was the warm-up. That was the warm-up. That was the warm-up game. That was the warm-up game. Didn't count. Didn't count. If I want to play a game later, would I want to meddle against Toucanon or Unpheasant? Well, I know what Toucanon does. I'm kind of unfamiliar with Unpheasant. Let's take a look at that. That sounds interesting. I like Unpheasant. You're doing good. Watching a streamer who's cool, snacking on cheese, loaded onto Fortnite. HDMI Shy Guy, that sounds like the perfect night. Just being able to chill, like, that sounds like a pretty good night. Okay, Unpheasant. What do you do? Is it that? It's probably this one. Opposing wins. You put 2 energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon into their hand. That can get really annoying really fast. There's not a whole lot of ways to accelerate energy quickly. From Black and White. Oh, this one. This one. Swift Flight. Flip ahead. If coins during your opponent's next turn prevent all damage and effects of attacks. Man, that's a cheeky. That's so cheeky. Oh my gosh, I can imagine how annoying that would be. I got massacred on stream one day. With the badge, oh my god, that's even crazier. Yo, that's even crazier. No, I'm down to play some games. I'm down to play some games tonight. I'm like trying to get back into my regular swing of things. It's weird because I go from like making 2 to 7 videos a day on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube to now it's like I've been very exhausted at my job trying to get everything going. So now it's like, well, I'm lucky if I get one So I'm trying to get myself back in the zone, back into the streaming, and back into my regular schedule. So I gave myself like a week break to get adjusted to the first day of school, which Lord knows I needed it. Lord knows I needed it. Both Unpheasant are really good because one going second draws 4, the other one 180 for 3. Whew. You remember your Lapras and your Hydro... I remember the... Hang on. I do remember the Lapras and Hydreigon shenanigans. I do remember those. I was like, that message like had my brain in a twisty twist for a second. Lordy, I need a Diet Coke or something. I just realized I started a stream without a drink. I might need to like take like a 5-minute pause to get myself something to drink. Otherwise, this is gonna be a long 2 hours. And your girl I have the cup right here with the straw, but nothing to drink. It's like when my cat sadly looks at me like, hello, my water bowl is a little bit less empty. Or a little bit more empty than usual. That's what she'd be doing. Went to a locals world celebration and got 3rd. Of course, you run into Slowking when you cut Shaman. Oh, no! Do you have the opportunity to maybe do another world celebration? Fingers crossed. I think we gotta get Joltik and the Dwebs here. We'll attack, and then Kofu. We don't need either of these yet. I really like Kofu in this deck. Oh my god, that's goated hand. Okay, we're now cooking with gas. Going to one tomorrow and on Saturday. Oh my gosh, I'm cheering for you. Hopefully. Oh, I don't have Weeping Bell, guys. We pressed our Weeping Bell, so we're gonna have to attack. Oh, we got one. It's fine. It's monkey to worry. Well, hopefully you do well. So, our thing was supposed to be 3 rounds. My husband was undefeated, and then they went ahead and threw a 4th round in, and then he ended up losing, which threw him under the rankings underneath someone who had a tie. So he ended up not quite getting what he wanted there. Let's throw... I'm gonna have to throw Joltik up like this. I don't want to do that, but we're gonna have to do that in turn. Just moved to PGA. Can you start your internship so you want to grind as much Pokemon as you can? I get that. I feel that. Are you going to any regionals? Hopefully your next local celebration ends up like working out really well. We only had one in our area, which was kind of sad because it would have been nice to have an opportunity to compete again. This was the deck I played at my Worlds celebration. I made some changes to it for consistency purposes. I'm thinking about playing some kind of Crustle variant for Louisville Regionals, so this is my opportunity to give it a try. I think Erika'S engine actually works really well with this, so that's kind of the thought process here. So we're trying to get everything like as set up as possible. Ivysaur might not knock me out this turn. Oh yeah, Ivysaur's knocking me out this turn. Yeah, we kind of saw that one coming, didn't we, folks? It's fine, it's fine. We have to find... I need, like, a Crispy Crispin here. Give me the Crispy Crispin. That's not quite what I want. Not quite what I want here. Unfortunately, no energies makes this a little weird. I am going to go ahead. Oh my god, Bastion with the Galaxy! Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. You do not have to do that, but I appreciate it all the time. Thank you, friend. How are you doing? No regionals first half of the season, going to San Diego, Milwaukee, and NAIC. NAIC is, like, the most fun event. It's the most fun. Let's, we don't have another Weeping Belt. Let's just Lily's Determination here. This is just gonna be sad. It's always shocking seeing the big galaxy across the screen. I'm like, whoa. See, there's my Crispy Crispin. Where were you, honey? I think it's probably in my better interest here to go into Dwebble and start setting up Dwebble. Gathering of Blossoms. I say I'm going to go ahead and start setting up a second Vileplume. We're going to make our Crustle live forever. But how have we all been? I'm planning on going to Louisville, and I'm currently looking at potentially Atlanta and Toronto as well. But Louisville's just right around the corner, so I'm very excited to see the world's meta and see kind of what other deck lists are available, what we could do. I have this really cool thing I made. I made the championship Dunsparce. So I have that on the Purple app. So if you watch my stream for an hour during the Worlds weekend, then you're going to get this as a special badge. Oh my gosh, Jared, thank you so much for the heart puffs. That's really, really sweet of you. I appreciate that so much. How are you doing tonight? I need to start like, yeah, if we get a heart puff, we're giving my cats. I need, like, right now. Okay, so I have a lizard over here. Oh, she's chilling in her hammock right now. You can't see her. I wish I had a better way to show off my lizard. But my cat can't live in here. My cat can't come in here during stream. I'd show her off, but I'm scared she would try to eat the lizard. But yeah, no. So I have this, right? If you just watch the stream for an hour, you're going to get the regular Dunsparce. But if you gift a sub, I had to set it to where you had to gift a sub, but I didn't want to force you to gift a sub to get, like, the cool thing. So, like, I have a regular Dunsparce if you just watch for an hour, and then a shiny if you do a sub. So, exciting. Okay, this Venus orbit is about to be kind of annoying. Are we going to get knocked out, like, straight away? Oh, my God. We're going to have to take out Meganium and fast. I'm sitting here kind of looking at my options here. I don't have, like, a free retreat here. Crustle's not living for very long, which is a little dicey, friends. A little dicey. I don't have any kind of alternate ways to heal Crustle either. I just have the Vileplumes. I might just have to respectfully cut my losses on this one and just prep the Victory Bell on the bench. I think that just might be what I have to do here. And then hope for, like, a Rose's encouragement. We'll use Gathering of the Blossoms here to let's just get stuff out of our deck. Okay, so it's not that dark. There's only a 1/1 line of Crustle in here, Edgar. But one thing that I have been quite curious about recently is can we take a meta deck and put a non-meta twist on it to make it still balance out and work? So I've been very interested in Crustle and Dragapult in particular because they're very, I mean, I kind of called them basic the other day. But if you, if we can add them, like, in as maybe a 1/1 attacker, or if we do that, can we potentially have an interesting strategy that would be difficult to maneuver around? And that's kind of what I am testing here with this Crustle, with this Victory Bell build. I really want to see if that is something that can be realistically done. You put a Mega Zygarde and Mega Lucario. I think that's cool. I'm not going to lie. I've been vibing Mega Lucario recently. Oh, Rose's encouragement. Huh. But I only have one in the discard pile. I don't have two in the discard pile. Otherwise, Rose's encouragement would be, like, insane right now. Okay, we'll do that and Lily's determination. No energies. Are we for reals? Okay, Gathering of the Blossoms. That's fine. You like trying new stuff with decks as well. I feel like a lot of the time, if you're playing the same deck archetype over and over, you can get bored, which I understand the grind, and I totally get the grind. But when we've got so much going on. Okay, we are going to go ahead and retreat into the victory bell here. Only one energy in play, which is a little scary for my opponent, I think. So, yeah, we're going to Flower Garden Rondo here. Knock out the Meganium. And now they only have one energy on board. That's why you lean towards toolbox decks. Yeah, toolbox decks are so interesting because you have all the different pieces for different sorts of strategies in there. And you just kind of pick what's best. I think Slotbox is a very interesting deck. There are just some decks I haven't had the opportunity to really explore yet. Now, I'm over here thinking about how amazing the Scovillain deck that went like 6-3 the Tournament of Doom on Friday, and I said, what is this nonsense? But I do have that ready to play too tonight. It's a little bit of Scovillain. But yeah, no, I like meta with like a little bit of a non-meta twist. I think the greatest thing that you can bring to a game is the element of surprise. Don't let your opponent see what's coming. Never let them know what you're doing next. I swear, if there's a Meganium here, I'm going to crash out. Well, ain't that delicious, guys? Ain't that delicious? And we have a Joltic prize, so I can't just, like, organically set up another way to make this happen. Being able to go in and Lana's Aid. We're going to Lana's Aid this turn, I think. We need Weepin' Bell. We need Weepin' Bell back. Okay. We're going to attach energy here, and then let's go ahead, Lana's Aid. We're going to get the Dwebble, the Crustle, and the Weepin' Bell. So that we can get ourselves revved up here. And here as well. I need to make them burn some resources here. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Here. The element of, yep, exactly. I never want my opponent to know what I'm going to do next. If I can bring that surprise element, it already puts them a little bit at a disadvantage because they're going to have to figure out how to work around whatever I've got planned. But there's a reason the meta is the meta. They are proven good decks. So how can we take that, twist it, and make it more exciting, more interesting? That is the question. I'm debating doing a tournament tonight. Would you guys like to see me put this in a tournament and put it to the test? How many people are in this tournament? There are, at the moment, less. Okay, so it's 5 Swiss rounds if there are under 64 registrations. Oh, man, there's 66. You know what? I'm doing it. There we go. YOLO. Is this going to be enough? Are they going to have enough? Which tournament? It is the Card Temple Weekly Battle 73. What I'll do is give me a second here. I'll put that tournament in chat for you guys if you want to participate yourself. There we go. I don't know how to make that work on the play button app. I don't know how to do that. Boom, 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 boom. Pa, pa, pa. Okay, there is that, and then OBS is where I have. How can I change this? How do I fix this? I can't even access like my Twitch chat. Okay, we're gonna respectfully close it out and reopen, and then I'll share the tournament link. There we go. Now everybody's got it. We're all on the same page. Yeah, don't send that person a message. They're trying to actively scam you. Don't do that. Okay, I blinked and they got enough energy to knock out the Vileplume. That's kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. We'll stick the Bellsprout here. I fear I have a plan. We're gonna Cold Resist Tenacity, get the neutralization zone in addition to 1 grass energy. Boop. And then we'll attach for turn. And we will see if our opponent can navigate around this challenge. What deck to use? This is an opportunity that you're going to be seeing kind of the standard meta. You're going to see a lot of Dragapults. You're going to see a lot of Crustle. You're going to see a lot of Alakazam. This is your opportunity to test your strategy toe-to-toe with the meta and see if it's actually viable. That's what I like to use these tournaments for, truthfully. Oh, lordy. Guys, we're going to pretend this game didn't happen either. We're going to pretend this game didn't happen either. Losing out on Joltik, kind of messy. Texas asked first, and yes, Texas, it is Card Temple. So Texas, if you want to send me the game request first, I'm totally down. And then Guitar, if there's time before the tournament, then yes. And we'll see if you get some good practice. I could play something a little bit different than what I'm currently working on if you'd prefer me to do that. I could play the Dragapult Trio. We could try to win out a tournament tonight, guys. The Card Temple. We could try our best. Wouldn't that be some? Wouldn't that be some? All right. So the idea with this deck list is we do like to go second simply because we want to set up Joltik or Crustle like that right out the gate turn 1. Either the Joltik to accelerate our energies or the Crustle to start immediately blocking attacks. So that's the dream. That's the dream. If we can make it happen, that's what I believe. It appears my friend Drew hasn't gone live yet. He was going to go live tonight. One of my friends that I collaborate with often, Lord Drew 360, is going to be trying Choicer Voicer tonight. Would you guys be interested in seeing me play something that wasn't Pokemon, like Choicer Voicer? It's a question mark, right? Big old question mark. Oh, he is live. He is live, so I can go in there and make sure I get my streak. There we go. All right, so we are against a Dragapult deck. And I think, is this the one with the Unpheasant? I'm curious. I'm so curious. It is the one with the Unpheasant. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon's remaining HP is 30 or less, search your deck for an Unpheasant or Unpheasant EX and put onto this Pidove to evolve it. Oh, okay. A little bit surprising that we did. I would assume that you go for a Risky Ruins play with this. All right, we'll attack. I feel Force of Vitality is necessary, and then Lily's Determination. Hopefully, okay, we'll Pokepad to ensure the first Tangela here. First Tangela is important. While we're on the subject, let's get the second Tangela. Getting 2 of these set up turn 1 is like mandatory. Mandatory in order to make this happen. Okay, and then let's get Bellsprout. Into Bug Catching set. Victory Bell and another Bellsprout. That works for me into Ascension. Now, I am a little concerned because I know that Unpheasant is going to block damage. If those coin flips are very, very lucky. So as soon as we see that, that's going to be pretty big. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon's remaining HP is 30 or less, you may search. You know, this implies that there was going to be an Unpheasant EX. Is there I don't think there's an Unpheasant EX, right? Are we getting an Unpheasant EX at some point? No? There's no Unpheasant EX. No Unpheasant EX. I wonder why the card says that. That's kind of bizarre to me. Okay, we're seeing the backtrack bag. We're seeing things get set up. I don't know how I'm feeling about it, folks. I don't know how I'm feeling about it. Okay. Hey, I'm doing all right. How are you doing? Let's get what-ish. We can start we're just trying to get our Erika'S Pokemon set up as efficiently as possible. We do have we want Gloom. We do happen to have the extra energy in hand, plus the Colress's Tenacity. So I'm going to grab the Colress's Tenacity, grab ourselves an additional Grass Energy, and pass. There we go. There we go. All right, Pokepad into the Tranquil. Oh, into the Dracloak. Let's get that engine going. Let's get that engine moving forward. Into Recon Directive. Oh my god, I'm kind of starting to get scared. Are we going to see rare candy in this deck? Speaking of Dracloak, if you're playing the Pokemon community game, well, Dracloak just appeared. Exclamation point Pokecatch. Exclamation point Pokecatch to get the Dracloak. Okay. All right, there's the Risky Ruins. I assumed that was going to be part of this, like an important part of this strategy. So that Pidove is going to be ready to go immediately, which is very scary. I guess it kind of begs the question, right? Do I go for the Pidove that's set up, or do I go for the Unpheasant? Friggy Max, thank you for the heart hands and for the GG. I appreciate you so much. How are you doing tonight? Whew. Thank you for the heart, VJ Freeze. Appreciate you. How are you guys doing? We're playing a little bit of Erika'S Crustle. Erika'S Crustle. Listen, I don't know how I'm feeling about calling the Manectric and the Crustle Man Crust. I don't know how I feel about that. We're gonna go with Erika'S Crustle. So the idea is that we're setting up our board state to essentially be able to attack multiple ways. So we've got the Crustle as an attacker. We have the Victory Bell as well as the Vileplume. I do not like calling it Man Crust. It's so weird. Okay, we'll go back to Force to Vitality here. I think that it is in our best interest to boss his orders. And we're going to knock out the Pidove here with the energies. Superb Scissors. Snip, snip. Snip, snip. You're at a Worlds tournament at your local game store. Just went 2-1 with Festival Lead. Let's go. That's so exciting. You know, there's a deck archetype I've been having fun. Well, I haven't been having fun with it, but my husband did really well at our Worlds tournament. He almost won the whole thing. He was supposed to, and then they clicked new round instead of in tournament. Because we only had enough for 3 rounds and everybody dropped after, like, we had half the group drop after 3 rounds. But then they paired him down into somebody who ended up beating him, so he didn't end up getting the winner's card, which was a little bit sad, a little bit disappointing. But he was playing Team Rocket's Honchkrow, so realistically, I'm probably going to be playing some Honchkrow soon. You were looking for a Mega Manectric deck anyways? Yeah. You know, it's really funny because when you and I were going to play for the first time for Ebax, we were going to make standard decks. I was making standard decks out of whatever I could find in here. And the only thing I found like 3 EXs of was Mega Manectric. And at the time, I was like, this is not a meta strategy. There's no way this would work. And the fact that we are seeing it actually like work just shows that maybe sometimes Pokemon cards just haven't hit their, they haven't gotten the piece that they need in order to really shine. He bought some Chipotle before coming here, just opened it. There was a roach. Oh my God. That's awful. A roach in your Chipotle. I would crash out. Taking pictures, sending it to corporate quality control. Please refund me my money. You're bold enough to order again from the same Chipotle? I wouldn't need it either. No, thank you. I've only ever had Chipotle one time in my life. I've only ever had Chipotle once. There is a Chipotle that's getting built close to my house, so I will be probably trying Chipotle more often, but I've always been a Qdoba girly. Pocket, is it Pocket Free? I know it's Pocket Avery. I don't know exactly how to pronounce your username, but welcome to the maddest party in the game. Thank you so much for bringing your squad here. How are you doing tonight? Hello, new friends. Nate the Great, even. I said it right, Pocket Free? Perfect. Oh my gosh. Swift Sweetku, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the maddest party in the game. How are we doing tonight, friends? Be sure to join in following Miss Pocket Free if you haven't already, if you're with my squad. I do want to tell you guys, hi, I'm Lady Dunsparce. I'm all about making those unconventional strategies sparkle. So if you want to see meta decks with a twist, that is what I do. That is what I love to do. We've got all of our cute little avatars at the bottom, but if you see my world's Dunsy here, if you watch my stream for 1 hour this week and during streams, you're going to get a non-shiny version of the Dunsparce, and then the shiny version is for the gifted subs. I'll be co-streaming Worlds, and I would love to see you guys there. But how was your stream, Pocket Free? What were you playing? Were you playing Excadrill? Spill the tea. Guitar just submitted your list for the tournament. Oh, I'm scared. Texas, good game. Good game. Did you run out of energies? Thank you for the follow, Pocket Free. Welcome to the maddest party in the game. It told me, like, in chat, but it didn't, like, pop up the cute little Dunsparce, which is shocking. Oh, your client froze? Oh, my God. You totally want everything. Don't listen to what the viewers have to say. Every game went 100% right. Every single game always goes 100% right. Lord Whisper, thank you so much for the heartbeat. I always appreciate you being in here. How are you doing? Fallen Angel, you play Expanded, but you can't keep with the current content, which is Pure Water Chi and Pow EX. I've heard that there's some crazy things with Expanded. I don't know about that one. Played some Pult, some Slowking, and some Drill. Tried to test some meta decks. Oh, I appreciate you being in here so much. You know what? Let me show off the list we're currently working with, because again, I like meta with a twist. Right now, I'm currently trying to solve Crustle. I get bored playing your grandma's Crustle, so I am playing your not grandma's Crustle. So we've got a 1/1 line of Crustle here with the Erika'S Vileplume to heal 30 damage off of our Pokemon. We're going to get those damage counters, try to, like, heal up our Crustle to make it live forever, essentially. But the main star of our deck is the Victory Bell that does 40 damage for every single one of our Erika'S Pokemon in play. And we're going to kind of use the Tangalas with the ability Gathering of the Blossoms to get all of those Erika'S Pokemon that we need. So the Crustle is hopefully going to, like, hold off while we get the Victory Bell and the Vileplumes set up for us. So that's what I'm currently cooking right now. Some other fun cards in here are Neutralization Zone. If you don't know what this is, you prevent all damage done to Pokemon that don't have a rule box from Pokemon EX. So Dragapult, not in this economy. And same thing with the Ogrepons and all of those. Yeah, we don't, nope. We're keeping our Victory Bell safe. I also have really, really loved Kofu. Nate the Greatest! Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the baddest party in the game. Appreciate you being in here. See, why did it do the little dunce first for you too, Pocket Free? I don't understand. I gotta see if I can make it like happen at some point. I don't know. I think the most interesting card I use in this deck though is Kofu. You put 2 cards from your hand at the bottom of your deck in any order, and if you put 2 cards at the bottom of your deck, you draw 4 cards. Now, one thing I sneakily do is I use the Tangela to get cards I don't need and then throw those at the bottom of my deck so I can draw 4 cards, hopefully for an energy. That's kind of one of my weak points in this deck, energy acceleration. So, you know, I might need to limit some of my other options in this deck in order to maybe get some energy acceleration a little bit more easily. But yeah, Guitar, I might not have time to play a whole game with you, but if you'd like to try. I love this. I'm absolutely obsessed with this. I'm going to be posting a TikTok, sharing my list and kind of breaking it down. So it's Lady Dunsparce on all my platforms. Lord knows I'm everywhere. I'll put myself out there everywhere. Do I have room for Mist Energy? I think Mist Energy would be good. The biggest issue with this deck right now is the energy acceleration. Joltik does good, but if you don't get Joltik, then you're kind of, hosed, truthfully. Rose's Encouragement's pretty good. You can get 2 basic energy cards from your discard pile to a stage 2 Pokemon. That's good in setting up the Victory Bell and the Vileplume, but only if you're behind, which it makes things, awkward. Cap, hello, how are you doing? You know what, we just got through the first week of the new school year, so I am surviving and thriving up in here. And we're playing some Crustle with Erika'S. I'm going to be in Louisville Regionals. Are you going to be at Louisville Regionals? That's what I want to know. Are you guys going to any regionals soon? You sent the challenge? Okay, I'm excited. Before I do that, let me just confirm that I am set up. Ooh. Okay, export. All right, we're good. And there we go. I have no idea what I'm going up against. Guitar always brings something insane. There we go. We'll try this in the Card Temple Weekly. You shall be. Oh my gosh, I'll definitely have to link up with you. Thinning plus draw seems good. Meowth for Crispin. Counter. Ooh, I think Counter Gain's really good. With Meowth, I kind of want to avoid using bench space for anything outside of Erika's Pokemon because it makes my attacks weaker. So I can do up to 200. I can do up to 240 with the Victory Bell if all of my Pokemon are Erika's Pokemon in play. Okay. This is not going to be good. Pass. Are we for reals right now? We just had new friends come in. I can't be messing this up. I'm about to get donk diddy donked. Donk bitty bonked. There's no way I could say that better. I'm about to get donked. You want to go to Atlanta but probably don't have the funds. Listen, No. No shot. No shot. No. Please. Oh, thank heavens. Oh my god. Oh my god. We got the Tangela. We got the Oddish. Are we ready for it? We're going to get the second Tangela. Now, we're against Is that Riolu? We're against Lucario. Okay. We're locking in, folks. We're locking in. We have 10 minutes to play this game. Okay. Next, into Bellsprout. Okay. Gang's all here. The gang is all here. Bug catching set. Vileplume, Victory Bell. Okay. Pokepad. I need to check. I do not have Crustle. So we can't be working with Crustle. Okay. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. We are good. We're good. All right. Erika'S Gloom. Boop. Boop. Into a jolting. Oh, attack for turn. Yes. Into a jolting charge. We're going to have 2 Pokemon set up by the end of this turn. Holy cow. Guys, that was crazy. What? Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Wowzers. 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 I'm shocked. I'm shocked. You need this list? Onyx is your favorite Pokemon? Okay, I'm definitely going to be posting it on my socials tonight after I'm done with stream. I don't know if I'm going to play this whole tournament. I might just play a couple rounds and then call it a night. I don't know. We're just going to have some fun. But I will absolutely share the deck list. And what I'll do is after this game, if we have some time before our first battle, what I'll do is I'll throw the entire deck on the screen so you can screenshot it. Or take a picture of it. Wow. There's no way, right? Okay, wait. What was played this turn? Evolved Riolo, played Pokepad. So that top deck must have been the Pokepad, right? But they also had the Fighting Gong? Why didn't they just knock me out? Yeah, they gave that to me. I have question marks. We'll do the Victory Bell here. Or sorry, the Vileplume. Ooh. Can I get a Bellsprout? Oh, Weeping Bell? Weeping Bell? Can I get a Weeping Bell? There we go. Did we have a second Weeping Bell? Did we have the second Weeping Bell? That's the question. We do have the second Weeping Bell. We also have the second Bellsprout. So I think we go with the Bellsprout here. Get the Bellsprout set up. We also have the Victory Bell. Let's attack to the Bellsprout for turn. And then Bloom Powder. Bada bing, bada boom. He had the energy attack turn 1 and chose not to donk you. I mean, the only thing was we didn't see the Lunatone come out because Solrock can't attack without the Lunatone. But what we did see was that with both Fighting Gong and Pokepad, one of those had to be in hand already, right? I gotta do that voice game. Drew and I were looking at the Coaster Voicer game last night, and I was dying laughing. Would you guys like to see me play Coaster Voicer? I've been seeing all of those. You were thinking about In's Weedle. Oh my gosh, the fact that there's a Beedrill deck now, I'm going to be shocked if you don't play Beedrill for your next tournaments. I will be shocked. Oh my gosh, that's the Tim Danklin Badoo. The Tim Danklin Badoo. Well, so what with the Fighting Gong and the Pokepad both being played last turn, one of those was already in hand, so he did choose not to donk me. You're not going to play it at a regional, but you plan to win a challenge with it? Oh, snap. Huh? Oh, yeah, we've got the Premium Pro. Great. No. Okay, so how are we going to go about this? Brave Bengal's pretty good here. We're doing 200 currently. Okay. Out of the fire into the fire again. Do we have another basic? We do. Okay. We'll throw that out. Our Pokepad's a little unhelpful at the moment. We'll go ahead and just grab the Victory Bell here just so that we can pump up this Weeping Bell. Oh, okay. We just need to get some stuff out of our deck. All right, unfortunately, that unfair stamp really, hurt me, man. Polter Life. You didn't have Fighting Gong until your Lunatone? Oh, so you Pokepadded, got the Lunatone, and then got Fighting Gong. Gotcha. I was over here thinking, like, that was really nice of you to not donk me. I was really kind, but no, you just didn't have it. Oh! Tails. Oh, good grief. Oh my god. No! It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not crashing out or anything. We're looking at a cool 4 minutes before this tournament starts. If you are interested in playing in the Card Temple Weekly, it looks like there's about 102 people registered. It's going to be 6 Swiss rounds. I like it when a tournament's just like 6 Swiss rounds. No best of one, no other business. Let's lordy. If you're interested in playing, oh gosh, this is good. Okay. This doesn't give me an energy though. All right, we need gloom. We need gloom. And we have 5. Oh, we can get some energies. Yes, yes, yes. We need energies. Okay. We need energies pretty badly. Okay. That's fine. Attack, Dwebble, Gloom. All right, let's Gathering of the Blossoms. And we've got the Vileplume. Now, here's the thing. The Tanglers, I'm going to use them every single time. I'm going to pull whatever out of the deck because it makes it just a little bit easier for me to draw into the things I actually do want. We can't evolve this turn. Flower Garden Rondo for KO here. Oh my gosh. Little sweaty. But that's not just because I am in a fancy crew neck sweatshirt. Lord Whisper, I don't know if I saw the heart me, but thank you so much. I appreciate that greatly. I do want to take a minute and just, like, while we are getting prepped for this tournament, I just want to say how appreciative I am that you are taking your Monday evening and hanging out with me. It means the absolute world. Like, seriously, it means the world that you're choosing to watch me play Pokemon cards tonight. And I'm excited for all of the fun things that I have planned for the future. And all the fun things we're going to do. So, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I guess it means the world. Okay, we got the Dunsey. But the Dunsey's not going to do anything. The Dunsey can't do anything. The attack does 60 damage for every single one of our opponent's Pokemon EX in play, so it's not going to knock me out. So I wonder what's going to happen through here. Okay. So I don't know what my energy count in deck is currently. So I'm going to use this Tangela to kind of, like, explore that. Do I have one of each? I just have the lightning type energy. Okay. Crispy Crispin isn't the most helpful at the moment. I think maybe we go into a situation where we attach to Gloom here and prep for Doomsday. I'm feeling pretty safe right now with the Victory Bell. Feeling pretty safe right now with the Victory Bell because it's going to take quite a bit to move this Dunsparce out of the active. Or this Dedunzi out of the active. I hate to knock it out. Poor baby. Baby Goral. Special red card, okay. Little awkward, but with getting Lily's Determination, we could definitely manage. Okay. So, in order for the Dunsparce here to retreat, okay, it's going to need 3 energies. Can it get 3 energies before the time is over? Okay, boss's orders? Okay. I'll be fine. I have game in hand. I do have the air balloon, the Forest of Vitality, into the Victory Bell to knock out the Dunsparce for game. I'm sorry, Dunsey. I hate to do it to you. Okay. 2 energy prized is nuts. That's so difficult. All right. Wow. Guitar. No, you did attack your last turn. You did attack. You did attack to the Dunsparce. All right, the first pairing of the tournament is up. So let's take a look at what we are up against. It looks like we're going to be playing against a Dragapult deck. Your grandmother's Dragapult deck, it appears. All right, well, let's get this party started. Hi there. Good luck, have fun. A smiley face. You're against a Dragapult deck? It's the best way to practice. You have people who are actually probably trying extra hard on these battles. That's one of the best things about the online tournaments. You can really... So, like, for me, now I need the validation here that my deck actually can stand against the meta. That's kind of the goal. Nate, I'm sorry I didn't show you the deck list. I forgot. Can I just casually cancel? Okay, give me 1 second here. Okay, there's the first part. Be sure to screenshot it. Okay, there's the first part of the deck list. Second part of the deck list is the energy count. And go ahead and give that a quick screenshot. And yeah, let's try this against like a straight Dragapult deck. So one of the other things about this tournament is that my opponent can't see my deck list. They can go in and look at what these cards do at any time. For me, just based on what I'm seeing in this deck list, the biggest threat for me is actually Moltres. And obviously Dragapult EX is going to be the primary attacker. We do play a neutralization zone, so we are going to be counting their risky ruins. Once both risky ruins are totally out of play, as soon as we throw down neutralization zone and knock out Moltres, there's nothing my opponent is going to be able to do. Workable. We can work with this. We're going to try to get ourselves set up as quickly as possible. I'm a little nervous looking at this opening hand here. They can, yes, they still can place damage counters on the bench. So it is, because the Bellsprout and the Oddish are both 60 HP, it's very important we evolve those as quickly as possible because those are going to be easy targets. By catching set. That's good. That's good. We'll take the Tangela. We'll take the Grass Energy. Okay. Go into Tangela number 2. Oops, sorry. Tangela number 2. And then we got to get the squad all here. It's not going to feel complete without, we have one Weepin' Bell, so we only can really put together one Victory Bell early game. That's fine. We'll get an Oddish here. Do I want to attach for turn here? I'm going to go with yes, and then Lily's Determination. Shaman doesn't block damage counters, unfortunately. Okay. Yeah, big wumps. What a turn. We will Vine Slap for 20. We do have Victory Bell in hand. We do have the Gloom in hand. So big thing that we're going to need is the Force to Vitality. We need Force to Vitality. Okay, that Dracloak's getting all set up. It's so like ideal start. We want Joltik up front to set up. We want either Joltik or Dwebble in order to either get Crustle locked immediately or to get our energy accelerated. So this is weird. Your opponent discarded Dragapult and Dragcloak? Oh my gosh. Okay, so we are going to see these recon directives. One thing that is nice, okay, so if we can make this turn happen, if we can get the Forest of Vitality here, that's kind of like the most important step at the moment. If we can get the Forest of Vitality here, then we can take the knockout on this initial Dracloak. And that's the goal. That's the goal. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes you gotta discard the Dragapult and the Dracloak for the Dreepy. It happens. It happens. That's why we play big numbers of the Pokemon we want to see, right? Okay. Alright. We'll go ahead and evolve to Gloom, and then with the Tangela, Gathering of the Blossoms to get our Weepin' Bell. Okay. I'm going to attack the energy for turn because we're going to knock out the Dracloak. I'm going to Kofu, a Victory Bell, and an Air Balloon to the bottom of the deck. Pew. I don't know about this one, Chief. Gathering of Blossoms. Okay, so we're not going to be able to take the attack this turn. But, you know, worse things have been done. We're going to get ourselves Bellsprout number 2. We can start getting the next one set up. Okay. Again, just a little awkward. So I am going to Leafy Cyclone to knock out the Dracloak in play. Get ourselves that immediate turn 1 prize. Take their damage counters off the board. There we go. Oh, if you're playing the Pokemon community game, Wild Curly Tatsugiri appeared. Wild Curly Tatsugiri. Definitely want to get that. It's cute. Tatsugiri is a cute Pokemon. I saw on someone else's stream them playing against a Tatsugiri EX, and I'm like, that's crazy. In this economy, the sushi. I'm excited about Mega Tatsugiri. It is a very high roller flip coins kind of card, which makes it very interesting straight away. This Dragapult's bricking badly. Do we have the Crispy Crispin? We don't have the Crispy Crispin? We don't have the Crispy Crispin. I'm still standing better than I ever did. I love to see this. Are we going to see the retreat into Badoo prevent me from using items? Joke's on you. I don't even have any items. Ad dance. No, not the ads. The giant Celesteela is killing me right now. Oh my god. I just looked at my screen and saw the giant Celesteela. Your opponent conceded. Hey, let's go. Okay. They did the jet headbutt. This is fine. Okay, we've got the Vileplume. We've got the Victory Bell. I say let's Kofu here. We're going to Kofu. Let's Kofu Air Balloon and Bellsprout. Okay. We'll get the Brave Bangle. Yeah. And then the lovely Fragrance. Okay. Gathering of Blossoms. And we'll get Weepin' Bell here. I'm trying to hold off for as long as I can on using Neutralization Zone. This might be the turn for it, though. I'll throw Oddish up. We'll put the energy on Weepin' Bell. Gathering of Blossoms, give me something good. We'll grab Victory Bell here. Yeah, I want them to play Risky Ruins first. I don't... Jacob, I like that song. The One That Got Away. Katy Perry is a good one. That's a good one. We're doing 270. Honestly, that's kind of like our max damage output. That's really good. That's really good. And we've got the energy for next turn. Yeah, we're cooking. We're cooking. You saw my old videos about Siniska EX and you're playing this at your locals. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. Siniska is like my, it's my baby. Whenever I need, like, you know how, like, sometimes you're having a bad day and you just need, like, your favorite food. Whenever I'm having a bad day and then I have to play Pokemon TCG Live, I'm always like, I always go back to the Siniska because it feels good. It feels good to play. I love it so much. It's so much fun. Oh, I'm glad you're having a good time with it, though. Yon Mega EX. Oh, my God. Yon Mega EX is so fun. I love Yon Mega EX, too. So, I played Siniska EX at Atlanta Regionals in 2024? Maybe 2025? It was last season, not this past season of Pokemon, but, like, before last year's Worlds. So that was the last event that I had the opportunity to go to. Okay. This is a bold choice from my opponent. This is a bold choice to target down the Erika'S Vileplume. Just out here cooking the best deck in format. I know this is, I think that this is an interesting decision from my opponent. Because Victory Bell is the thing that's kind of the most threatening on board, I would assume. But also, my opponent doesn't really, yeah, they knock out the baby Oddish too, which is really sad. But you know what, it's fine. We're going to protect this Vileplume. Okay. We're going to give you the air balloon. We're going to Gathering of Blossoms to get Tangela. I don't really need Tangela. I just need to increase damage output. We're going to Lovely Fragrance. Yes. Retreat into the Victory Bell. And we're going to set up Victory Bell number 2. Your opponent chose not to take out the Dunsparces. Sniping the bench with the EX is so satisfying. Oh my god, it is. It's so much fun at the end of the game. You have a fun list with Blissey? Blissey? That's crazy. I don't want to... Okay, let's bug catching set. 2 grass energies is fine here. I feel I have to hold the Lana's Aid. We're just going to attack for knockout here. Your opponent chose not to take... Sometimes they just don't know what the best thing to take out is. Sometimes they just don't know. Nido King, how are you doing tonight? What's that? Your favorite deck is Superior Toucannon. Made the list yourself, and Toucannon can hit 330. Are you playing it with, like, Terra Pokemon? You attack a cheeky fighting energy and use Blissey to move it to Raging Bolt. No crisp, and oh god. Who needs Sada? We don't need her. We don't need Sada here. I really enjoyed playing, when I played Raging Bolt, I really enjoyed playing it with the Ionos engine with the Kilowattrels and the Belly Bolt. I thought that that was a lot of fun. Okay. Do we have the Crispy Crispin? Do we have the Crispy Crispin needed? Their ace spec is Hero's Cape. They do have the Crispy Crispin. This is a little dicey, friends. A little dicey. But that's okay. We're gonna work with this. No, just Toucannon, Superior, and to Dunsparce, you use Superior for support and put 2 Ignitions for cases where it'd be needed. Oh! You should DM me that list. I'd love to give that a try. Dragapult always has the crispy crisp, and you're right. You're right. I never stood a chance. I never stood a chance against the crispy crispin. Hot take, it's the best card in format right now, and it's not even close. Not even close. Best card in format, Crispin. And just, if you have the opportunity to do multiple energy types, it's so powerful. Now, Victory Bell is going to get taken out this turn. Unfortunately. I am going to go ahead and neutralization zone into next turn and hope that we can kind of freeze out the risky ruins. And is it Lily or just energy acceleration? No, I think Crispin is like, it's so powerful to be able to get energies of 2 different types at a time. I think without Crispin, Dragapult would not be a good deck. Without Crispin, Dragapult would fail. 100%. Prismatic, when did Crispin come out? Let's see. Crispin came out in Stellar Crown. Yeah. I think without Crispin, we'll stick you up front because you've got an air balloon. Temporal no, it's Stellar Crown. Yeah, I think that Dragapult would not be even close to its current level without it. You've been playing Slow King for over a year, and you have fun even when you lose. Yeah, no, that's the idea, right? Every single loss is a learning experience, and that's kind of I think that's the most fun about the Pokemon TCG, that you can really just kind of learn from those experiences and learn from the losses. Okay, it's time to neutralization zone. We kind of have to. I don't think I've got another Pokemon right now. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to clear these. We're going to just kind of clear our deck out here. That's what we're going to do with these Tangalus. We're going to clear out our deck of the Erika'S Pokemon. I have to be kind of conservative before placing Bellsprout on board, because it can get knocked out. So I would have to have a Force of Vitality in play to ensure it doesn't get knocked out. We'll attack. We're going to grab level. We're going to start setting up Crustle. That's what we're going to do. Let's attack an energy here, and then we'll Flower Garden Rondo. I really want to convince them to take out Dwebble instead. Crispin's so strong. Pult ran Neo upper energy, which was pretty good. But at that point, too, Dragapult had all the technology from the early Sword and Shield sets as well. Whereas it lost some of those important cards like Arven, Iono, that I think also helped really make it powerful. Crispin's so strong, though. Crispin's so strong. Nate, I don't know if you've tried this, but one card that I've seen added to the Slow King list is the Feraligatr from the illustration contest. It has this thing where you like flip a coin and you can prevent damage if it lands on heads, which is pretty scary. Okay, the question is, do they have what they need to take out the risky ruins? And I don't know that they do. They're hesitating quite a bit. We saw both of the Dunsies go back into the deck. And we still have to take 3 prize cards. We also have Rose's Encouragement. So if we do see like the boss into the Vileplume, we can Rose's Encouragement to set something else up. Didn't I say so? Did I say so? Yeah, we're gonna take the prizes that we actually can take here, right? Okay. We're gonna Pokepad, get the Crustle next turn. We're gonna keep building up Crustle to the best of our ability. Without Force of Vitality, though, I'm not going to place anything on board with less than, with 60 HP or less. It's pretty cool. Your favorite tech at the moment is the Strange Timepiece to get your king out of the active after cure. Ooh. That's a good tech. I like that. Okay. Wow. We are going all in on Dragapult here. We don't have another attacker. What are they attacking with? Maybe Monkey Dory? Right? Am I going crazy thinking that maybe they're setting up for like a Monkey Dory here? No Dreepies on board though means it does become a little bit more of a buffet here. Okay, they're going all in on the Victory Bell. Shock a Flock of Flame. I'm not too shocked by that. All right, Victory Bell is going up. We are going to be able to knock out. We have enough to knock him out. Yeah, 160, that's plenty. We're going to attack. Get the Pokepad. Into Crustle. Boom. And then I'm going to hold off. We'll just attack. We'll just attack. We have the energy in hand. We have the Lanas in hand. I'm not going to jinx it. I'm not going to reshuffle my deck and potentially not get those things back. So yeah, no, we are actually standing toe-to-toe against a true Dragapult list, which tells us that this deck is viable. It is something that can be used, especially because we've teched this with ways to kind of get around these kind of bad situations. All right, there's the Risky Ruin. So that means our Pokemon are no longer 100% safe. Now, the question is, what are they going to prep from here to attack? A Monkey Dory attack onto the Victory Bell could do the trick. But I think we just... Did we see the... No, we didn't see a supporter yet. I mean, it's always possible. You never know. You never know. Okay, Crispy Crispin. Okay, we are prepping the Monkey Dory. So we are banking on hoping that my Crustle doesn't get the energy necessary. Boss in hand is great. Unfortunately, Victory Bell probably is going... Well, my opponent is taking kind of their sweet time. Do they not have the Psychic Energy? They play 3 Psychic Energy. How many of them have we seen? 2 and 2. Do they not have the last Psychic Energy to make this happen? Okay. So my opponent's taken like an extra 5 minutes to do their turn. Do you got it, buddy? Do we got it? Okay. Are you all confused? Well, they could have had Psychic Energy in hand. Oh, they didn't have a second type. Okay, they're just playing cards at this point. There's no way that they could attack me right now. The thing is... Okay. Yeah, boss is great right here. Boss. Into the Flower Garden Rondo for game. There we go. I understand playing to your outs. I do. And I didn't quite have checkmate on board yet, but if we know we don't have it, then why delay, right? Why delay? GG! Good luck with the rest of your rounds. There we go. All right. Oh my god. It really threw my... Okay. I don't like that. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Deck list. Let me show off the deck list while we are going for this here. Okay. So I think the Victory Bell is a really good attacker. I think it's very good. I think Crustle's a good complement. Crustle's not the main star, right? It's the Erika'S Pokemon, and that's the beautiful bit of it. The problem is with your deck is you're done sparse. I don't know what that means. Send me a deck list on TikTok DMs. Yeah, no, I will definitely take a look at that after stream. I have some decks in mind. So, like, I kind of try to pre-plan the decks I'm going to play in advance. Unless something, like, super shocks me through the week, right? Sometimes something just, like, hits you like a brick and you feel inspiration. But most of the time, I have things pretty well planned in advance. Let's take a look at this deck. Wow, this is a deck that did really well on a Friday tournament. This is Scovillain. So Scovillain has this double type. As long as it's in play, it is both a grass and a fire type. So it has both of those strengths. So, like, in Zoroark's going to get double the damage. Our Darkrai, double the damage. So, yeah. But we've got the Scovillain. Scovillain's interesting. It does 70 damage for each damage counter that is on the Pokemon. And we're going to get damage counters onto the Pokemon via the Frostlass using Freezing Shroud. Hello, Steven. I am planning to do a little bit of a Worlds Party. I have some fun things that we're going to do. But if you, like, if you see, like, my little Dunsey here, okay, on the purple app, if you watch my stream for an hour, you're going to get a non-shiny version. And if you sub or gift a sub, you're going to get the actual, the shiny version. So, yeah. Mega Excadrill, it's double minus 30. Yes. Yeah. You've been trying to build a good deck for Scovillain. This one went 6-3 in the Tournament of Doom. This is not my list. This is a list that did, like, stupidly well. It started 5-0, and that caught my attention. So feel free to take a peek at this. You also have the Eveltal to clutch, stick something in the active while you set up Scovillain. Of course, Crispy Crispin is very, very helpful as well. I'd be curious if it would be worth it to try to fit in a Mega Frostlass in here in addition. Yeah, no, we're both competing in this tournament together. Yep, Nat and I are both in this tournament together. My girl. My girl. What's the damage? So the damage output on Scovillain is 10 plus 70 more damage for every damage counter on this Pokemon. So it does incrementally more damage. When I was testing this deck the other night, I did 3,000 damage on an Zoroark. 3,000 damage. 3,000. Yeah. Isn't that something? You've been trying to cook Scovillain for a while, too? Yes. No, I love seeing some interesting stuff. Okay, let's see what we are up against. For the second match, we'll be playing against basically the same deck we just played against. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? All right. We're playing against another Dragapult deck. Hi! With 7 eyes. Good luck, have fun! Does this deck play Risky Ruins? The Scovillain deck does play Risky Ruins. Let me throw that back up on the screen while we are waiting for them to accept my friend request. It does play Risky Ruins. Risky Ruins is kind of important early game with this to get early damage counters onto the Capsicid. Because until you get Frostlass in play, and it's kind of difficult to get Frostlass in play. Until you get Frostlass in play, you don't have damage counters. Yeah. So, you know, I get bored with the meta. I get kind of bored, right? I think that, you know, when one deck takes like 50%, it makes it a little bit more on the difficult side and like less exciting, right? We already know what to expect. For me, I think one of the best elements you could come at your opponent with is the element of surprise. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to take a meta deck and tweak it in a way, take an archetype and like put it in a way that's a little bit unpredictable for my opponent. So yes, this is a Crustle deck, but we are using Erika'S Pokemon in order to kind of have a different engine and different attackers. You've seen the deck play with Blaziken. It's tough. It is tough to set up. It is tough to set up. You've been having fun with Ninjask, Shedinja, and Dusknoir. Ooh, Shedinja. What does that do? You've started exploring JLC and you love it so far. Oh my god, Nate. That's awesome. You got to tell me what decks you're playing. Spill the tea. My favorite deck of the moment. I love fighting. Fighting is my favorite type, but I'm not playing your grandma's fighting type. I'm playing my Country Roads deck. Coal Miners, with the Colossal, the Machamp, and the Okidoki. And the Hisuian Arcanine. So that's my fighting type GLC deck list. In fact, where is it? Okay. Let me see if I can find it real fast. Oh, how close is it? Okay. Whatever. Oh, hang on. We got a turn here. Okay. Attack for turn. Bellsprout. Lordy. This is going to be a set up to Bellsprouts and Prey. That's what's happening here. There we go. Okay. So when I play GLC, I have this wheel. This is what I do whenever. So this is what I do whenever I'm trying to decide what I want to play. So I take my thing and I go, whew. It's got little stickers for every single type. This keeps me from playing the same deck over and over. So like if I were to choose a deck today, I would choose my fighting deck. Or sorry, my fire deck. But I want to make sure I'm not just exclusively playing my fighting deck, even though it is my favorite. So I've got the fun wheel to force me into using different types and to play different matchups. I have every single deck built except for Fairy. So this is what I do when I'm doing that. I love my wheel. I love my wheel. I used to use my wheel to do deck challenges where I would pick a type and then I would have to build a deck centered around that type, plus other specific rules, like you can only use certain amounts of trainers. Guys, I'm cooked. Please, Lily's Determination. Please, Lily's Determination. I need a hand reset. Please. Yeah, fighting is 100% my favorite. 100% my favorite. You dunked your opponent? Nice. I don't like that. Huh. We're going to retreat into one of these Bellsprouts, and we're going to start doing damage. I don't know about this one, Chief. I don't know. This game's not going to go as well. You're playing Water, Wishy-Washy, Kyogre, and Teleon. Your grandma's list? You know what? They're different. The thing about Water is it's very creative. You can play it in so many different ways. I saw that you donked him. It's always fun, right, to get a donk. For me, I don't quite enjoy, like right now, this is an awkward situation. I want both of us to play out our strategies down to our last prize cards, because that's what excites me the most about these games. If I get donked, or if I donk, or if I get donked, neither of us have learned anything. It's been stupid variance, which happens, you know. I don't like donking. I always feel real bad. I always feel really, really bad about it. But it means you get to relax and play another game on the ladder. I mean, pop off. Pop off. Bum ba da. Bum bum ba dum ba. Ah. Okay, we have the Dragbolt. Brother, what? What am I going to do? I'm locked. Like, this is all I can do. So, do I take bricking or constant bad hands as a part of the deck, or does it just happen? I think that you kind of have to look at all of the games you're playing as a whole. Does bricking happen? Yeah, because statistically speaking, you're not going to get what you need every single time. But if that's happening more often than not, it's not a problem with the statistics. Right? So, like, technically, so I play, I play 3 Erika'S Tangela, right? At the moment, in a 40-card deck, the odds of me pulling the Erika'S Tangela, which is what I would really like to see right now, would be like less than a 1% chance, right? This is another kind of issue that I personally been having with this deck. If I don't get it set up the way that I want it to right out the gate, it becomes an issue. I feel like I'm just giving my opponent free prize cards, but we do have the Lily's Determination this time. Forest of Vitality, Bug Catching Set, give me the Crustle. We'll take that. Okay, so we have a little bit more to work with, but I already know right out the gate we're gonna have some issues because 5 of our 10 energy are discarded. We have 2 in hand, so it's a problem. It's a problem. I think you kind of have to take the losses in the bricks with a grain of salt. You kind of have to figure out what's going on there. Do we not? Okay, here's a bad thing. Both of my Gloom are prized. So that also makes things a little bit more complicated than I would like them to be. So one thing that would tell me is, like, if that's consistently happening where I'm missing one of the, like, if I'm prizing both of my Glooms often, then maybe I need an extra Gloom. Pokepad, let's get Crustle. We gotta get Crustle set up stat. And we're gonna use Joltik to do it. Boop. Alright. 1, 2, and 3. We're gonna go 1, 2, and 3. This gives me 2 attacking options. There we go. Have I ever had many issues with how different a deck plays IRL versus PTCGL? Yes, I feel like so with PTCGL, I think that sometimes the algorithm is built to let you get a little bit closer to what you need the first few times you play a deck. I think that there's a little bit of extra luck or some kind of enhanced luck that happens. Whereas IRL, it's hit or like with this deck, I had some great games where I pulled out everything I needed right out the gate. Turn 1, it was all perfect and set up. Yeah, and then on the flippity flip, it didn't quite happen. Yeah. So it's a little bit, I feel like sometimes the luck is cheesed on the PTCG Live. Like, if you're doing really, really well, then it's going to brick. I think, like, another interesting thing is that they're currently doing, like, an AI competition, right? They're currently doing a competition to see who can build kind of, like, the best AI bot for Pokemon TCG Live. Who can train the best bot for the Pokemon TCG? And I think that that's going to be kind of interesting. Gloom doesn't help me. We need energies. I don't even have a Weepin' Bell, so we're going to grab 1 Bellsprout, and then let's grab ourselves an additional energy here. Yeah, let's do that. So we have access to another attacker. Victory bell. Yeah, we don't see the back end. So I got really interested in this when I was thinking about like shiny odds in Pokemon Go. And there's like a base shiny odd, right? So it means they randomly generate a number between 1 and whatever it is, like 500. Yeah, so like your shiny luck number might be 37. So when a Pokemon pops up, they randomly generate that number. If that random number that's generated is 37, then your Pokemon hits the X, which is shiny. And then what they do is they decrease that pool. So like for Community Day, it becomes like a 1 in 25. So instead of that 1 in 500, well, then there are so many more numbers that can be hit in order to make that random number generator shiny. And I think that we see kind of a similar system in here. I don't know how I can actually view the back end of that. It's going to be an attack for turn here and pass. This is not great. Now, I'll admit, I have a background in empirical economics and data analysis. So for me, this is incredibly interesting to think about how the back end of like these, like data like this actually affects our gameplay. I think it sometimes can lull you into a false sense of security. Oh my god, please stop with the crushing hammers, bro. Okay, that's the third one I think I've seen. Like for a crushing hammer, right? Who's to say that the first time you play a deck, the odds of getting heads isn't 75% instead of 50? Computers do struggle badly with randomness. One thing I learned is that it depends on something called a seed number. So whatever the seed number is, it's not ever truly random. It's going to generate the same depending on what that initial seed number is all the way through eternity. Yeah, it's a lot to think about. All right, do we have Gloom? I keep asking if I have Gloom. I don't have Gloom, though, which makes me unhappy, truth be told. I would really like Gloom right about now. Okay. We have got to make it a point to knock out this Moltres. I'm going to Cold Resist Tenacity here. I'm going to grab Neutralization Zone. We've seen one Stadium. Team Rocket's Watchtower. We know that there's a Gaming Tower coming up too. So we'll Superb Scissors. Heads, heads, heads! There we go. Yeah, IRL is the only way that you can confirm that there's no kind of manipulation with numbers. It was interesting. I didn't actually know that that's how coding worked until I took a class and the professor would tell us to set our homework assignment to a specific seed. He'd say, you're going to set the seed to 37,582. So everybody comes up with the same number and it's easy when I grade it. What? What do you mean? What do you mean, sir? That everybody's going to get the same number when we grade it, when you're asking us to randomly generate numbers. And that's kind of how I learned the randomness of the numbers is happening with the seed number, not the, if you choose a seed, then it's already predetermined. Yeah, so I know I have a variety of very strong interests. I hate that one of my my guys is gone. That makes me quite sad. Okay. I think, friends, it is time for the new... Lily's Determination. Oh my god. Sometimes it just comes back to you guys. Sometimes it just comes back. I'm going to hold the Neutralization Zone, though. We still haven't seen the next one yet. And right now, Crustle's kind of doing the heavyweight work. Looking at my opponent's deck here. They have 3 bosses orders. I can see that they have played 1, 2. They've played 2. We're going to play down the neutralization zone. And then Tangela to make it easier for us to find our stuff. I guess, like, whenever I'm thinking about the Pokemon TCG, I'm constantly thinking about the background numbers of the entire thing. Y'all, I think I'm cooked. I think I'm cooked. Without the glooms, I'm kind of in a pickle. If I would have had a gloom, I would have been able to probably heal. I would have been able to get, like, we had a rough start. Yeah, we had a rough start here. And I knew that as soon as I played that neutralization zone, they were holding that jamming tower for it. So, big whumps. It is an L for this game, unfortunately. But I think that this is one of the things that makes you stronger as a Pokemon TCG player. Being realistic and statistically, how likely is it for me to get the card that I need in order to be successful? Alright, GG, good luck with the rest of your games. I still can, yeah, who knows? I might play one more game, and then, I think we'll play maybe one more game on stream, and then I am going to kind of call it, maybe play off camera. I'm getting a little toasty with these lights on. But I do plan to be live tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on all platforms. I am currently 3 places at the same time. So, by trade, I am a teacher of business style things. So, like, looking at data is something I deeply care about, and I think that that gives me a very unique perspective in making the making my Pokemon TCG strategies work. So yeah, I know like that probably isn't what you expect when you first look at me, but I love thinking about these things. One of the things that I did make a change in this deck too. So one of the problems I had was getting Tangela out. I played this IRL and I really struggled to get my Tangelas. I had 3 Buddy Poffin and 1 bug catching set, so I increased my bug catching set number to kind of increase the odds that I get the Tangela. One thing I am like kind of realizing as I'm playing that I'm not really using is the Sacred Ash. I figured it would be more relevant with the Victory Belt. It really isn't. I think I'd be more comfortable if I threw in maybe a second Crispin. I would even consider taking Red Card out for another, to opt in for some more consistency. Maybe a third Kofu. No, I get what you mean. I find that sometimes, so I've had some friends tell me this, sometimes I get really kind of like, they're waiting for me to roll the whiteboard in with the marker and be like, all right, guys, today we're going to talk. I've had people tell me that they've come into my stream expecting me to just roll the whiteboard in. Yes, we are playing Victory Bell today, Leonardo. How are you doing? I know. Okay, so we still have it looks like 8 minutes left of this. How's everybody else doing? That is the question. So I'm currently 1-1. Okay, checking out metagame here. Looks like we've got roughly, it's 8 plus 5 plus 4. So that's 17% meta share of Dragapult. We have an 8% of Alakazam, 8% of the Hide and Sneak archetype. We also have 7% Excadrill, 4% Slowking. And then we have some kind of one-off rogue decks. We have Crustle's not really making that much of a splash at 1%. And I'm not even considered a Crustle player in this tournament. Who playing Palafin? Someone's playing Palafin? Let's look at Palafin. You all want to look at a Palafin deck? I want to look at a Palafin deck. You'd be fair for the whiteboard shenanigans on stream. It sounds like a wild time. Should I just, like, buy the... You know what? My mom texted me. A rolling whiteboard and said, do you want this for your birthday? Like, Mom, what am I going to do with a whiteboard? What am I going to do with a whiteboard? Do I want to play against Festival? I'm currently in a tournament right now. Otherwise, I would say absolutely. Okay, let's take a look at this nonsense, right? Okay, Palafin EX is kind of crazy. It has Hero Spirit. You can only put this into play if you use Palafin 0 to Hero ability, which means you have to have Palafin in the active and move it to the bench. So you are deeply dependent on having Surfing Beach in play in order to make that happen. Kieran is another kind of switching style supporter, so we have a lot of switching cards in here. We're kind of like opting out of consistency and focusing more on the switching because that's the only way that the Palafin comes into play. It's interesting for sure. All right, we're looking at 4 more matches here. Let's see what else is being played in this tournament. I do see just like a straight Blaziken. I see like Basic Box, Mega Chandelier. What's going on in the other category? Okay, it looks like maybe somebody's playing a Mega Gardevoir with Jellicent EX, so a little bit of a lock strategy. There is a Houndoom? Okay. I have my questions about this deck. 25 energies. Not me just like taking the deck lists on this tournament and just throwing them into TCG Live. Why not, right? Alright, come on. Take me where I want to go. Thank you. Import. This is definitely an odd one. We've got like a myriad of attackers with 25 energies. The Ninetales. So this is like a firebox. I don't foresee this like actually working. I don't foresee this actually being like decent. I think though that there are some like loose things going on here. Mitch, what's up? How are you doing today? How are you doing, friend? Let's look. I mean, okay. So we just gotta be patient. Yeah, I can pull up your list, sure. Let's see. I can find you real fast. You gave me your name in chat. I don't... Oh, okay, I see you. The Mega Lucario. We'll throw that in there, too. Do I have a new job? I do have a new job. I do. I started my new year. I started my new job on in July. So now we're getting back into the thick of it. Oh, I'm so excited, though. By the way, to my new friends in here, there's a lot of people in here that might not have been in here earlier when I said it. If you guys see that I've got this little championship Dunsparce, okay, what's going to happen is that happening on all my platforms here? Championship Dunsparce right here, okay? If you gift a sub in my stream this weekend while I'm co-streaming Worlds, you're going to have the opportunity to get the shiny Dunsparce with the championship hat. If you just want to watch for an hour, you're going to get a non-shiny version of it on your like Twitch thing. So definitely. Hopefully you guys get the opportunity to see that. Hopefully you get the opportunity to get one of those. I worked really hard on my little Dunsparce Worlds badge. And that would be the sticker I'd take to Worlds. If I was going! Unfortunately, I'm not going to Worlds. I'm feeling so much, I'm going to tell you guys, admittedly, I'm feeling so much FOMO. I'm feeling so much, kind kind of, like, I'm a little jealous seeing everybody do their, like, packing hauls and talk about all the fun things they're going to do, because I'm like, I want to go. It looks so much fun. It's, like, nowhere close to where I'm at. But I would love to hopefully get to go see that at some point. That would be the dream. That'd be the dream for sure. But hopefully everybody, if you're going to World, I hope you have the best time. Go buy some awesome stuff from the Pokemon Center. Go meet Yukamori. Go do some fun things and have the time of your life. Oh my god, I'm jealous. I'm jealous. But hopefully someday I'll get the chance to experience that one myself. We're waiting on one more match here. So some other people who are currently streaming this tournament, it looks like Mario Fiji is streaming this tournament, as well as Natada91. So there are a couple other people. That are streaming this. I'm just gonna, like, chill out for a minute, you know? I think maybe we play one more. I think maybe we play one more round on stream. Net dropped after 2 cadence back-to-back. Oh, God. Poor girly. Eddie, what's up? How are you doing tonight? Oh, poor Natada. The 2 cannons? That's no fun. See, for me, at the moment, I'm kind of like, it's hit or miss, right? Like, I got the Dragapult. Oh, round 3 is currently up. This will be my last round on camera. And then if I play a little bit more, I'm going to turn off my camera and just kind of breathe. Okay, we are against a, this is a hide and sneak. Hide and sneak. All right. We'll go ahead and send our friend the friend request, and we'll see how this deck lines up against hide and seek. I've not played this matchup just yet. You're vibing with champions? I've heard that there's going to be some pretty good, like, Twitch drops from, like, the actual official channels for champions. I'm going to have to tune in. Hi, smiley face. I just sent you the friend request. Good luck. Have fun, friend. Nope, no friend. Just good luck, have fun. Exclamation point. Too much. You're against another Dragapult, but it's paired with Alakazam. See, that's fun. That's fun. We love that. We love seeing something like a strong meta strategy that we're twisting and turning into something that may be a little bit surprising. Into something that is a little bit surprising. Okay, we're waiting for our opponent to accept our friend request. All right, what's up, friend? Are we going to accept my friend request? I'm feeling like this feels like MySpace, like back in the day MySpace. Like, hello, will you accept my friend request? I'm gonna put you as number 3 on my top 8. Please. Please. Hi, good luck, have fun. I'm so impatient right now. Friend, come on. Add me back. This game might take a while. I'm playing Crustle, for Pete's sake. I'm playing Crustle. I'm sending the friend request again. Thank you for accepting. Okay, we gotta wait. See what the official ranking is. They saw the Crustle. They saw the Crustle and ran away. Well, here's the thing, right? I'm playing it to hide and sneak. The Crustle isn't going to be that useful. Crustle's not going to be that useful into hide and sneak. This one's real weird, though. It's got Fluttermane from Temporal Forces. Does Fluttermane just block active Pokemon abilities? Yeah. Okay. This is like a very odd... Okay, friend. What are we doing? Thank you. There we go. All right. We're locking in. Okay. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. I'm feeling all the positive energy right now. I can't mess this one up. I can't mess this one up. Come on, come on, come on. All right. I'm going to go first. Oh, brother. Oh, my God. Drew, flipping the party over. What's up? How? Oh, my God. I got to know. I got to know. How was Choice or Voice? You guys subscribed? Yo. What? Man, all my little Pokemon, like, are having a full-on party. Do you like my new Pokemon at the bottom? You gotta let me know. Thank you for the sub, though, Drew. I can't believe that you've been subbed for 4 months. Just feels like yesterday, right? Guys, once again, we've got ourselves just kind of an awkward start here, but it'll be fine. We're gonna make this work. Guzzling the party! I'm not pulling a Lord Drew tonight. I only have one Hundo Mewtwo with a background, so I'm not pulling a Lord Drew tonight. How was Choicer Voicer? Tell me, guys, how crazy was it? How crazy was he? I gotta know. I gotta know. How crazy were the scenes? Just to let you know, I did not lose out on my streak. I do have it pulled up on my cell phone. So I had it like here the whole time. So I'm excited to watch the playback of the Choicer Voicer shenanigans. It was fun, but definitely a one-time stream. Just wanted to try something new. I get that. I get that. Especially like trying to find so many scenes to dub over. Because it's weird you were done at like 11. You started streaming after I did. So you only were live for like an hour 45 minutes or something. Dude tried it, was fun, but eh. I feel like it's like a funny, like TikTok, Instagram Reels kind of thing. Like, it's a very good clip farmy kind of game. I'm cooked, y'all. There's nothing I can do. R.I.P. guys. R.I.P. I could do no clip. Oh, the obsession one. Did he do it again tonight? Yeah, no, we got donked. You guys know my opinions on that. Was that a fun game? No. It was not. See, it's not fun when I don't get to, like, play the whole strategy out, right? Hey, KC, what's poppin'? How are you doing tonight? Well, I was expecting that game to last longer than, 5 seconds. Drew, you've been in here for 3 minutes. The game literally only lasted 3 minutes. You may lose. Oh, no, guitar. All right, you know what? I am going to go ahead and drop to the top. Slip and slide and ride that rhythm. Yeah. What do you mean, let's go? Drew, what do you mean, let's go? I lost. What do you mean, let's go? That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Oh my gosh. I do appreciate you guys so much being in here, though. Tomorrow night, we are going to explore the magic of... Where is it? New deck number 118. We're going to explore the magic of new deck number 118 with Scovillain. That just means more Erika'S time, right? I don't think that this is a bad deck. But the problem that we are kind of having is when it hits. And when it doesn't, it's like there's no redemption. So there was no redeeming qualities. There was nothing that we had in hand that we could do in order to make that a better game. There was literally no other play I could have made, which is kind of disappointing, unfortunately. But I think that there's some refinements that can be made. I am going to try Scovillain tomorrow. Just try something a little bit new. I do want to tell you guys while you're in here, by the way, to my friends in here, if you don't follow my friend Lord Drew 360, you absolutely should. We play Water Park Simulator. We do other Pokemon things together. He is a Pokemon Go PvPer. Tonight he was playing Choicer Voicer, which is one of those viral games right now, so I'm excited to watch the playback of that. I do want to tell you guys, I'm going to be doing some streams this weekend if you'd like a Dunsey of your own, okay? If you watch my stream for an hour, you're going to get a non-shiny Dunsey. If you sub, you're going to get a shiny Dunsey with the hat. So, you definitely want that. You definitely want that. I think at this point, I am going to go ahead and stream TikTok. Thank you so much for hanging out. Stay safe, stay positive, stay healthy. And I'll catch you guys again very, very soon. All right, and now to my friends on YouTube and Twitch. I do want to, like, seriously thank you guys so much for hanging out. I mean it when I say it. It means the absolute world that you want to spend your time with me. So thank you, Drew and Pocket Free, for the raids tonight. Thank you, Nate, the greatest, Pocket Free, and Sweet Sweet Coon, and Nightmare Gaming 88 for the follows. Appreciate you guys so much. I know, my party's not lasting that long. I was planning on seeing some Choicer Voicer action myself after this game and raiding there. So, who am I going to raid into? You know what? I'm going to take you to a Choicer Voicer person. I'm taking you to someone who's played Choicer Voicer. Since we're talking about it. I'm going to take you to another... He plays a little bit of Pokemon Go. His name is Gappy, not Pokemon Go, Pokemon TCG. His name's Gappy V. I think you will enjoy Gappy V. He's kind of fun. He's kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie. But I'll see you guys tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, and Drew, thank you for the sub. If I haven't said it, thank you for the sub again. I appreciate you. Always. But friends, stay safe, stay positive, stay healthy. Catch you all soon.